Plunder. Primary objective is to collect as much cash as possible. Stronghold
Hunt
located.
contract here.
Targets are marked under attack maps.
Contract marked.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Enemy vision.
Your squad mate has secured the hard drive. Escort them to the upload point.
Enemy in the area.
Our UAV is orbiting the area. Hostile
Threats
UAV in the area. Enemy UAV overhead.
Mark the target. Moving here.
Uploading now. Secure the area. Upload is done. Solid work.
Warzone. Warzone.
Åh nej. Jeg ved ikke, hvor de er henne.
Hvor er der?
Står der.
Threat neutralized. You're clear. Marking contract.
Solid copy. Bird is inbound for cash collection.
Copy. Let's get that contract. Hey, this sector's hot.
Be advised, cash drop is inbound. Helo's in position for your deposit. Bag set.
Enemy car marked.
Enemy UAV active.
valuable equipment in enemy containers. Move in and secure that equipment. You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive. You've got one safe open. 2 to go. You have one safe remaining. Get moving.
Shotgun here.
You've secured all content. Contract complete.
Marking contract.
Small caliber rounds marked.
The enemy lost track of you. You're safe. Your squad mate secured the intel. Get them to the upload point.
Friendly UAV online.
Blood money. Eliminate enemy squads and secure their cash.
Enemies deployed a counter UAV.
Helo is inbound for deposit. Data transfer is running. Secure the perimeter. Helo is in position. Bag is set for deposit.
Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover.
Cargo secure. Exiting the AO at this time.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Roger. Bird is coming for deposit. Cash sources are now doubled. Bag set. Bird is ready for deposit. Enemy attack Helo in the area. Bring it down and recover the cash.
Spotted. Moving here. Requesting fire mission. Target marked.
Mortar strike. Deposit Helo exiting the AO.
Our mortar strike is inbound.
Eyes up. This area is hot.
Impact. No hit.
Enemy here.
Enemy UAV active.
secure.
Mira.
Demandera où votre petit garçon vient inviter ma petite fille à sa surboom. J'ai l'air débile.
Eh oh, un autre ton, hein. À ton âge, tu ne peux pas sortir sans...
Ça fait rien, laissez tomber. De toute façon, vous en avez rien à foutre.
Hey, back to work. Wishing you a great week. God bless, be great. Don't quit.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
La mitraillette, j'ai vu qu'elle est pas mal. C'est quoi que t'as pris là? C'est la Lachman, tu me disais? Ah bah c'est le MP5 quoi. Et tu devrais essayer
One map stolen. Stand by for
la
deployment
Vazinec,
to
elle
the
a un
war
débit
zone.
qui est énorme.
Plunder. Primary objective is to secure as much cash as possible. Be advised, Intel has located multiple strongholds.
Moving here. Contract here. Hunt's contract. Enemy marked.
Positive ID on the bounty targets. Eliminate them.
I spotted movement.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
Cluster mine deployed!
I think it was off when I
Enemy UAV overhead.
took it unplug.
Enemy UAV active.
A squad mate has secured the hard drive. Make sure they reach the upload point.
It's from British Airways. It's got like face toothbrush. It's got some nice stuff in it. It had an eye mask, but I lost the eye mask, which is quite good for my big European nose. So I didn't use it, so I just keep it. It's quite a nice bag.
Threats in the area.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Gas drop is en route.
It's very dusty. I make tea after this. Okay.
Moving here. Recon contract here. Counter UAV online! They're blind!
Copy. Counter UAV deployed. Running interference.
Upload has started. Set security. Upload finished. Contract complete.
Counter UAV is returning to base.
Hunt contract here.
Bounty targets identified. You are clear to engage.
Small caliber rounds marked.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
In this area. Moving.
UAV overhead.
Moving here.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Watch the sky. All targets are KIA. Solid work. Blood money. Hunt down enemy squads and secure their cash.
Small caliber round moving here. Got one sighted here. Take cover!
Hostile UAV in the area.
Crossing frag! Throwing grenade! Moving here. Enemy helo marked. Take a seat. Closing smoke grenade! Another sniper! Need medical! Eyes up, this area's hot. Enemy visual.
Guys, I have 800,000. Let's go deposit.
Let's get LTV.
Let's get LTV.
Helicopter.
Helicopter.
Bird marked.
I have too much money. Let's go deposit the yes. Oh my god.
Contractor. Execute contracts to secure payment.
Oh, don't shoot, watch out. Let's go up for the helicopter.
Get the helicopter and
Get the
go
helicopter
to another.
Yes. We change the location. Too much here.
Where's the ladder?
On my side, yes.
I'm following you. ABH.
I'm here, someone drove it, I can't drive this.
I will drive it.
So, no one on the sensor, okay.
Enemy
Did
soldier
you get
incoming.
Mohammed?
Under us, go, he's down. Ahmed, sorry. Gonna go to deposit the money, oh my god, he has 400.
He has 400.
That's done.
Okay, we'll come back.
Oh, we are the top place.
Extraction balloon
We
marked.
have to make at least two, no, enemy there.
Enemy there.
Yes. He's calling for this helicopter.
Extraction balloon.
We have to make another, at least 3 contracts. Now third, that's good. One oil, I hate this area.
There's already
Watch out, there's helicopter, oh my god.
Hostiles dropping into
Change here, go here. Look at the map.
Yeah.
That's the safest way, I think. Mohammed, don't land there, watch out. Yes, that's good. I think here is good.
Yeah.
Watch out. No one here. No one here. Good. Yes. I'm gonna go call for a helicopter.
The enemy is attempting to exfil. Move to intercept.
Oh my god. And fourth place.
Be advised, enemy attack helo incoming. Take it down and secure the cache.
Fast. We are on the overtime.
Bag set.
Put your money. Come. Fast. fast. We were one. I don't know how we dropped to
Third.
third.
Okay. Helicopter contract.
Contracts near us. Let me open the map. That's the closest one.
Cash secure. Helo is RTB.
Let's go. I didn't think we have time.
You start running. I'll get there.
Oh my god, he can jump on.
I'll go get it. Wait. Jump in. Come inside.
Wait. Go. Oh my god, I can't reach.
Okay, fine.
Go. No time, go.
Oh, where's the contract? It's here, yeah?
Yes, under you. Yes, under you. Definitely. The factory, I think. Let me see.
Oh,
Yes, in the factory. No. Still there.
Hunt contract here.
Yes, here. Take it. Oh my god, where did he come on?
Bounty targets are up. Take them down.
No time to
Where are they? In on. No time. GG. I think he jumped.
Yep. No more money.
GG. Want to play again or what?
To secure
Yep.
enough cash. Stand down.
Okay.
Okay, chat, I am risking my life to show you guys this. Browser, let's go with the gifted! I have, look at this!
Outfit is very festive, love it.
Oh my goodness! Chat, this is a stool, by the way. This is really, my head is like actually touching the ceiling right now. But look how cute these are, okay? I got these socks, and I also...
Outfit is super adorable.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I also, okay, I got a little Santa hat, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna climb all the way up my plate and into my food. They're not going to, Chad. They're not going to. Doggos eat off the floor. Chat, doggos eat off the floor, and doggos are healthy. Okay?
That's how you get ants, Lydia.
Wait, that's how you get ants? Chat, I am, like... I am a long way up, okay? I am a long way from any ants. Chat, never in my entire time that I have been in the...
Tariq shit, Ravi. The S is silent.
Island. Island. Wait, is he gay?
I don't know. Victoria?
If this was green screen, that would be weird. Like, they wouldn't do that. Just trust chat, trust it's not a green screen. Okay, okay. Let me just figure out where I am. So I can actually get it. Oh chat, we
Training is over. Time to see what you have learned. Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh my gosh, also hello to everyone who just joined. Thank you so much and welcome. But yeah, it's all good. You haven't lost your founder's badge. It's all okay. What I've been trying to... Oh, can you read? Can you read? Oh, can you read? Oh, can you read? Chat, look at this date. Milk.
What do you want to rank?
From my
Down here?
Yep.
Let's hunt.
Have another safe contract. Mind us. You see no one in the sky? Behind us, enemy.
Bounty target group has been marked. Kill them all.
Another one, another one. Down. I killed the
All
two.
bounty targets are down. Well done.
Enemy UAV active.
They were the bounty.
Mark the
Mine.
target.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Watch out. He's going to the tower. I think sniper here. No sniper, he must have a sniper.
I need launcher ammo.
Oh, the fourth one exit. Let's go. You wanna kill him or back to the contract?
Let's loot.
Let me see there if there is someone. No.
I don't know
No
where.
one here. No one here. That's okay. I don't have my sensor in this loadout.
Oh, there's someone here.
Damn.
He had no money.
Yeah.
That was the same guy. He had no plates. I took all his plates off when he was flying.
Here's money. Pistol ammo. Money. I have ammo box. You don't have ammo, I can open it now. That's good, that's good. Armor plates here too much. There is two on this shelf.
Large caliber rounds here.
Do you want to go back to that contract? One oil full of money now. Look at the map.
Yeah, safe.
Wanna go back? There is a line here. Can fly.
Portable radar here.
I'm going now. Redeploy. Okay. Ah, there is one here. Where we landed. He's looking at me. He's sniping people. I'm gonna...
Hey, this sector's hot.
Be advised,
Don't
gas drop is
move.
inbound.
The sniper.
I don't have a sniper.
Yeah, sniper. Here. FGX.
Yeah.
Like mine.
Yeah.
Good. SUV in the way of the contract. I think they took it. Yeah, well, no. They're gone. No. They make a return now. SUV in that direction. He stopped.
Getting shot from the left.
One there. One there.
I'm getting shot from behind.
From behind.
Yeah.
Oh, he's shooting at me. Here. Oh my god.
Throwing smoke! Activating drill charge!
I'm gonna put a sniper now.
How many guys?
I saw one. I don't know if there is more.
Were you down? Did you drop money?
On the way. Right.
I killed this one. Is it just one? I don't hear any more.
Yes, I think that's one. Near the houses. Let me check the sensor. No, no one here. No one on the roof. It's all clear now. Yes, no one here. You took the money, yes?
Yep.
We got an armor box here.
I need armor. Good. The sky.
Oh shit.
I'm taking fire!
Shots.
From where?
Enemy in the area.
Saw him. I'm gonna go from the left.
He's in the green. He's in the green building.
The green one. Okay.
Yeah. Behind.
I'm gonna see.
Behind.
Yes. No one on the windows, no one up.
Suppression mine set!
Targets in the area.
Under the glass. There is shot sound. There.
Found him.
Heisted that one. Don't worry, you'll make it.
I think it was the same guy. He has no money.
Yeah. He will come back, I think. We have to change our site now.
Let's find another
That contract, no one grab that contract.
Copy.
We have, I think we have here. Oh no. Yes. Let's go. So he deploy now here. Let's check the sky. There is one there. I don't know if he his way.
Place to jump and fly.
Oh no.
No, I can't fly. From,
Watch out.
I can't fly
SUV.
from here.
SUV down.
Yeah. It's gone.
Fast, fast, fast. Let's go number 4.
Oh, flying.
Got one sighted here.
Yes. Watch out. Maybe they camp. They start camp hard. No. This is a contract. Get a kit.
Supply crates are restocked. Advise you load up now.
If you take the contract, there's a safe here. I'm next to a safe.
He took it now. He took it now. I put a mark on the before 20 seconds.
Ah.
Must be here. Yes, I put a mark, I know. He must be here. Watch out, yes. That's him. Two, saw him.
In the house?
One down. The third, he's gonna finish. He's going to finish. It's okay. Finish them both.
Oh,
On the
there's one outside. There's another one outside. There's three.
Watch out, watch out.
Enemy.
I'm on the way back. Mine beside the safe.
Yeah, I just found it the hard way.
No one on the sky now.
Trophy system up.
They will return for sure.
Yeah. I have all the money. I think we should leave.
Yeah. They saw me, this. Oh, they dropped me. This house. Watch out. There on the street.
Dead, sorry.
The street 1, 2. I see 2. One on your.
I'm dead. I'm downed.
Oh. Wait. I need to put level.
Okay.
Shot. I'm going. Oh. Then they put me in the end of the map. Where to go? Here, too much contracts. Let's go. I think this area is no one here. Too much contracts.
Bird marked.
Enemy safes holding high
I think they are 23 now.
Secure all content.
I just flew over SUV.
Number 4, help us, man.
Oh shit.
You crashed or someone shoot?
I crashed.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Okay.
Bad driving.
I think I can reach you. Yes, I can reach you.
Oh, bad driving. It's fine. You'll get me.
Yes. Oh, fast.
I have 200,000 money.
I have 125.
You ran past. Get me.
Oh shit. Sorry. Oh my god. No, 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 no. I can reach you.
Alright.
I was looking at the money. Sorry.
Good job. Look at the money first.
I'm going to this safe.
Contract mark.
Finish that one. And we go up.
Got a contract here.
I'm going up.
Contract
I'm going
mark.
up. I'm going up.
No one here on the sensor. Oh,
One safe down. 2 to go.
that's one opened.
Contractor. Complete contracts and earn your payment. One safe remaining.
Do you need plates? I have.
I have plates.
Oh. Finished or what? Contract. No. The contract 13. That's good, 13. I have 200 now, you have 300. Finish that one. Finish that and deposit our money. No one yet on the sensor.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy that. UAV online and orbiting the area.
Intel located enemy containers holding high-value equipment.
Let's go.
Secure the contents.
Watch out from this area. Oh no, no enemy here. That's good.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
Safe open. 2 more to go.
Swing for sack. We have a safe behind us though. Watch out.
That's 2 down. 1 safe to go. The enemy is about to complete their objective. You have to stop them now. Contract complete. All safes have been secured. Hostile attack here.
We're gonna buy a balloon for the deposit. There is a buy station here. You have too much, I'm gonna buy put the money away. Put your money. Make it full. Full. I have one, خد خد.
You got one?
Take. Yes. Take this. I have one, don't buy. Yes. That's good. 19,000. Bro, number 4. You have 289,000. Deposit.
Copy. Let's get that contract.
That's contract. Yes.
Your
Most
squad mate
wanted.
has been designated a most wanted target. Protect
Damn,
him.
man. Not now.
Where is he?
So,
Where is he?
Car marked.
what are we searching for? Oh, okay. I'm missing three. I have no time. We should take another contract, not the most wanted.
Contaré la historia de una famosa persona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chona. Su marido dice ya no sé qué hacer con ella. Diario va a los bailes y se compra una botella. Diario va a...
Don't have time. 25 seconds. GG.
GG.
Throwing drill charge. Activating drill charge. Tossing smoke grenade.
We failed the objective. The enemy secures more cash.
Oh, 40,000, 41,000 XP.
This tiny robot mouse can finish this maze in just 6 seconds. Every year around the world, people compete in the oldest robotics race. The goal is simple: get to the end of the maze as fast as possible.
The person who came second lost by 20 milliseconds.
But competition has grown fierce.
When somebody saw my design, they said, "You're crazy."
Why is there so much tension? What's riding on it? Honor?
Honor?
This video was sponsored by Onshape. In 1952, mathematician Claude Shannon constructed an electronic mouse named Theseus that could solve a maze. The trick to making the mouse intelligent was hidden in a computer built into the maze itself, made of telephone relay switches. The mouse was just a magnet on wheels, essentially, following an electromagnet controlled by the position of the relay switches.
He is now exploring the maze using a rather involved strategy of trial and error. As he finds the correct path, he registers the information in his memory. Later, I can put him down in any part of the maze that he's already explored, and he'll be able to go directly to the goal without making a single false turn.
Theseus is often referred to as one of the first examples of machine learning. A director at Google recently said that it inspired the whole field of AI. 25 years later, editors at the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEEE, caught wind of a contest for electronic mice, or La Mouse Electronique, as they had heard. They were ecstatic. Were these the successors to Theseus? But something had been lost in translation. These mice were just batteries in cases, not robots capable of intelligent behavior. But the misunderstanding stuck with them, and they wondered, why couldn't we hold that competition ourselves? In 1977, the announcement for IEEE's Amazing Micro Mouse Maze contest attracted over 6,000 entrants, but the number of successful competitors dwindled rapidly. Eventually, just 15 entrants reached the finals in 1979. But by this point, the contest had garnered enough public interest to be broadcast nationwide on the evening news. And just like the rumor that inspired the competition, Micro Mouse began to spread across the world.
The Micro Mouse?
はい、まず昨年のこの大会で全日本マイクロマウス大会のハーフサイズ競技部門で優勝してまして、去年作ったロボットからさらにブラッシュアップして作ってきたロボットで今年も連覇狙っていこうと思っています。
Even people in the top 2 or 3, you can see them trying to set their mice up and they can barely find the buttons to press because it's absolutely nerve-wracking. It doesn't matter what it was. It could be horse racing, it could be motor racing, it could be mouse racing. If you have a shred of competitiveness in you, you want to win, right?
Just like a real mouse, a micro mouse has to be fully autonomous. No internet connection, no GPS or remote control, and no nudging it to help it get unstuck. It has to fit all its computing, motors, sensors, and power supply in a frame no longer or wider than 25 centimeters. There isn't a limit on the height of the mouse, but the rules don't allow climbing, flight, or any forms of combustion, so rocket propulsion, for example, is out of the equation. The maze itself is a square about 3 meters on each side, subdivided by walls into corridors only 18 centimeters across. And in 2009, the half-size micromouse category was introduced, with mice smaller than 12.5 centimeters per side and paths just 9 centimeters across. The final layout of the maze is only revealed at the start of each competition, after which competitors are not allowed to change the code in their mice.
小峰さんがおっしゃっていた宇宙人枠とはこのことか。上位争いは苛烈です。7秒65。
The big 3 competitions, All Japan, Taiwan, and USA's APEC, usually limit the time mice get in the maze to 7 or 10 minutes, and mice are only allowed 5 runs from the start to the goal.
So if you spend a lot of time searching, that's a penalty.
Makes sense. So the strategy for most micromice is to spend their first run carefully learning the maze and looking for the best path to the goal, while not wasting too much time. Then they use their remaining tries to sprint down that path for the fastest runtime possible. Solving a maze may sound simple enough, though it's important to remember that with only a few infrared sensors for eyes, the view from inside the maze is a lot less clear than what we see from above. Still, you can solve a maze with your eyes closed. If you just put one hand along one wall, you will eventually reach the end of most common mazes. And that's exactly what some initial micromouse competitors realized too. And after a simple wall-following mouse took home gold in the first finals, the goal of the maze was moved away from the edges and freestanding walls were added, which would leave a simple wall-following mouse searching forever. Your next instinct might be to run through the maze taking note of every fork in the road. Whenever you reach a dead end or a loop, you can go back to the last intersection and try a different path. If your last left turn got you nowhere, you'd come back to that intersection and go right instead. You can think of this strategy as the one a headstrong mouse might use, running as deep into the maze as it can and turning back only when it can't go any further. This search strategy, known as depth-first search, will eventually get the mouse to the goal. The problem is, it might not be the shortest route, because the mouse only turns back when it needs to, so it may have missed a shortcut that it never tried. The sibling to this search algorithm, breadth-first search, would find the shortest path. With this strategy, the mouse runs down one branch of an intersection until it reaches the next one, and then it goes back to check the path it skipped before moving on to the next layer of intersections. So the mouse checks every option it reaches, but all that backtracking means that it's rerunning paths dozens of times. At this point, even searching the whole maze often takes less time. So why not just do that? A meticulous mouse could search all 256 cells of the maze, testing every turn and corner to ensure it has definitely found the shortest path. But searching so thoroughly isn't necessary either. Instead, the most popular micromouse strategy is different from all of these techniques. It's a search algorithm known as flood fill. This mouse's plan is to make optimistic journeys through the maze. So optimistic, in fact, that on their first journey, their map of the maze doesn't have any walls at all. They simply draw the shortest path to the goal and go. When their optimistic plan inevitably hits a wall that wasn't on their map, they simply mark it down and update their new shortest path to the goal. Running, updating, always beelining for the goal. Under the hood of the algorithm, what the micromouse is marking on their map is the distance from every square in the maze to the goal. To travel optimistically, the mouse follows the trail of decreasing numbers down to 0. Whenever they hit a wall, they update the numbers on their map to reflect the new shortest distance to the goal. This strategy of following the numerical path of least resistance gives the flood fill algorithm its name. The process resembles flooding the maze with water and updating values based on the flow. Once the mouse reaches the goal, it can smooth out the path it took and get a solution to the maze. However, it may look back and imagine an even shorter, uncharted path it could have taken. The mouse might not be satisfied that it's found the shortest path just yet. While this algorithm isn't guaranteed to find the best path on first pass, it takes advantage of the fact that micromice need to return to the start to begin their next run. So if the mouse treats its return as a new journey, it can use the return trip to search the maze as well. Between these two attempts, both optimized to find the shortest path from start to finish, it's extremely likely that the mouse will discover it, and the mouse will have done it efficiently, often leaving irrelevant areas of the maze entirely untouched. Floodfill offers both an intelligent and practical way for micromice to find the shortest path through the maze. Once there was a clear strategy to find the shortest path, and once the microcontrollers and sensors required to implement it became common, some people believed micromouse had run its course. As a paper published in IEEE put it, at the end of the 1980s, the micromouse contest had outlived itself. The problem was solved and did not provide any new challenges. In the 2017 All Japan Micromouse competition, both the bronze and silver placing mice found the shortest path to the goal, and once they did, they were able to zip along it as quick as 7.4 seconds. But Masakazu Utsunomiya's winning mouse, Red Comet, did something entirely different. This is the shortest path to the goal, the one that everyone took. This is the path that Red Comet took. It's a full 5.5 meters longer. That's because micromice aren't actually searching for the shortest path, they're searching for the fastest path. And Red Comet's search algorithm figured out that this path had fewer turns to slow it down. So even though the path was longer, it could end up being faster. So it took that risk. It won by 131 milliseconds. Differing routes at competition are now more common than not, and even just getting to the goal remains difficult, whether due to a mysterious algorithm or a quirk of the physical maze.
The corner, it's a little bit like a whoa.
さあ小さなコーナーが待っている。どうだこのスロームでゴールインは
Micromice don't always behave as you'd expect.
なんですが、実はこのマウスなぜか走行中に止まってフラッシュ書き込むときにフリーズするっていうバグを抱えていまして今4分ぐらい走ってたので、それ起きたら僕はもう倒れてました。
Micromouse is far from solved, because it's not just a software problem or a hardware problem, it's both. It's a robotics problem. Red Comet didn't win because it had a better search algorithm or because it had faster motors. Its cleverness came from how the brains and body of the mouse interacted together.
So it turns out solving the maze is not the problem, right? It never was the problem, right? But it's actually about navigation, and it's about going fast.
Every year, the robots get smaller, faster, lighter. There is still plenty of innovation left, and there's a small group of devotees in Japan busy building quarter-sized Micromouse, which would sit on a quarter.
Nearly 50 years on, Micromouse is bigger than ever. Competitions have appeared solved at first glance before. The high jump was an Olympic sport since 1896, with competitors refining their jumps using variations like the scissor, the western roll, and the straddle over the decades, with diminishing returns. But once foam padding became standard in competition, Dick Fosbury rewrote the sport in 1968 by becoming the first Olympian to jump over the pole backwards. Now almost every high jumper does what's known as the Fosbury flop. If Micromouse had indeed stopped in the 1980s, the competition would have missed its own Fosbury flops. Two innovations that completely changed how Micromice ran. After all, a lot can change in a sport where competitors can solder on any upgrade they can imagine. The first Fosbury flop was one of the earliest innovations in Micromouse, and had nothing to do with technology. It was simply a way of thinking outside the box, or rather, cutting through the box. Every mouse used to turn corners like this. But everything changed with the mouse Mighty 3.
So Mighty Mouse 3 implemented diagonals for the first time.
Oh, you sneaky devil, you!
And that turned out to be a much better idea than we really thought. And because it's cool, you know, maze designers often put diagonals into the maze now. So, you know, you could end up with a maze where it never comes up, but most of the time it's actually a benefit.
In order to pull off diagonals, the chassis of the mouse had to be reduced to less than 11 centimeters wide, or just 5 centimeters for half-size Micromouse. The sensors and software of the mouse had to change too. When you're running between parallel walls, all you have to do is maintain an equal distance between your left and right infrared readings. But a diagonal requires an entirely new algorithm, one that essentially guides the mouse as if it had blinders on.
Normally, if you're going along the side of a wall or something like that, you know, most of the time you can see the wall all the time. And so that helps you to guide yourself, and you know when you're getting off. But in the diagonal situation, you just see these walls coming at you.
And if you veer even a tiny bit off course, snagging a corner is a lot less forgiving than sliding against a wall. Diagonals are still one of the biggest sources of crashes in competition today. But in exchange, a jagged path of turns transforms into one narrow straightaway. These days, nearly every competitive Micromouse is designed to take this risk. Cutting diagonals opened up room for even more ideas. Around the same time, mice were applying similar strategies to turning. Instead of stopping and pivoting through two right turns, a mouse could sweep around in a single U-turn motion. And once the possibility of diagonals were added, the total number of possible turns opened up exponentially. The maze was no longer just a grid of square hallways. With so many more options to weigh, figuring out the best path became more complex than ever. But the payoff was dramatic. What was once a series of stops and starts could now be a single fluid snaking motion. How Micromice imagined and moved through the maze had changed completely. Available technology was getting upgrades over the years as well. Tall and unwieldy arms that were used to find walls were replaced by a smaller array of infrared sensors on board the mouse. Precise stepper motors were traded in for continuous DC motors and encoders.
The DC motors give you more power for less size and weight, and so we were interested in doing that. So then you have to have a servo, you have to actually have feedback on the motor to make it do the right thing.
Gyroscopes added an extra sense of orientation. It's like a compass.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had this thing with you.
They came about because of mobile phones, really, so the technology provides people with things which weren't there before. All of the turning is done based off the gyro rather than counting pulses off the wheels, because it's much more reliable.
But even with all the mechanical upgrades, the biggest physical issue for Micromice went unaddressed for decades. One thing you'll see almost every competitor holding is a roll of tape. Once you know to look for it, you'll see it everywhere. This tape isn't for repairs or reattaching fallen parts, it's to gather specks of dust off the wheels in between rounds. At the speed and precision these robots are operating, that tiny change in friction is enough to ruin a run. If you want to turn while driving fast, you need centripetal force to accelerate you into the turn. And the faster you're moving, the more force you need to keep you on the track. The only centripetal force for a car turning on flat ground is friction, which is determined by two things: the road pushing up the weight of the car, or the normal force, multiplied by the static coefficient of friction, which is the friction of the interface between the tire and road surface. This is why racetracks have banked turns. The steep angles help cars turn with less friction, because part of the normal force itself now points in to contribute to the centripetal force required. If the bank turn is steep enough, cars can actually make the turn without any friction at all. The inward component of the normal force alone is enough to provide the centripetal force required to stay on track. Micromice are no different, and they don't have bank turns to help. As they got faster and faster, by the early 2000s, their limiting factor was no longer speed, but control of that speed. They had to set their center of gravity low and slow down during turns to avoid slipping into a wall or flipping over. But unlike race cars, there wasn't anything in the rules to stop Micromouse competitors from solving this problem by engineering an entirely new mechanism. Micromouse's second Fosbury flop was almost considered a gimmick when the mouse Mokomo 08 first used it in competition. You might be staring at the video to try to see it, but you won't. Instead, it's something you'll hear. That isn't the mouse revving its engines, it's spinning up a propeller. And while flying over the walls is against the rules, there's nothing in the rules against a mouse vacuuming itself to the ground to prevent slipping.
Dave Otten was the first person I saw put a fan on a mouse, but he used a ducted fan, and I think he was really looking at kind of reaction force, blowing the thing down. He had a skirt around, but it was not terribly effective, forgive me for saying so. The idea is to let as little air in as possible, and like your vacuum cleaner, when you block your vacuum cleaner, right, the motor unloads and speeds up, and so the current drops. But if you let too much air in, the current's very high, and these are just quadcopter motors, and they draw a lot of current.
At the scale of Micromouse, a vacuum fan, often just built from handheld drone parts, is enough to generate a downward force 5 times the mouse's weight. Wow, okay. That's impressive. So how much does the car actually weigh?
About 130 grams. And if you listen, I don't know if you'll get it on your microphone, but
oh yeah,
you'll hear the motor slow down, it loads up.
With that much friction, Micromice today can turn corners with a centripetal acceleration approaching 6 Gs. That's the same as F1 cars. Once nearly everyone equipped fans, the added control allowed builders to push the speed limit on Micromice.
When it's allowed to, it will out-accelerate a Tesla Roadster, but not for very far.
And they can zip along at up to 7 meters per second, faster than most people can run. Every one of the features now standard on the modern Micromouse was once an experiment, and the next Fosbury flop might not be far off. The first four-wheeled micromouse to win the All Japan competition did so in 1988, but it would take another 22 years of the winning mouse growing and losing appendages before four-wheeled mice became the norm. With micromice still experimenting in 6- and 8-wheeled designs, omnidirectional movement, and even computer vision, who knows what the next paradigm shift will be.
Your time on the maze actually begins only when you leave the start square. So he's not penalized for any of this time.
But if you want to get started with Micromouse, you don't need to worry about wheel count or vacuum fans or even diagonals.
It is, to my mind, the perfect combination of all the major disciplines that you need for robotics and engineering and programming, embedded systems, all wrapped up in one accessible bundle that you can do in your living room, and you don't need a laboratory to run it. You come along because you're curious, and then you think, I could do that, that doesn't look so hard, and then you're doomed, really. If it sucks you in, it turns into quite a journey.
10秒。いや、時間は問題じゃないんだ。スタートコンマ頼む行ってくれ。すごい。
At its core, Micromouse is just about a mouse trying to solve a maze. Though nearly 50 years later, it's a simple problem that's a good reminder there is no such thing as a simple problem. If you want to build your own Micromouse, you'll likely need to design parts using a 3D CAD program like Onshape, the sponsor of this video. Onshape is a modern CAD plus PDM system designed for businesses and completely free for makers and hobbyists to use. Any serious hardware product needs a precise design in order to be successfully made in the real world, from a Micromouse model like this one to a professional V2 engine model like this one. Unlike traditional CAD programs which are installed on premises, Onshape was built entirely in the cloud, which allows engineering and design teams to collaborate like never before. Onshape allows you to work together in real time on the same design with multiple users, just like Google Docs. This completely eliminates the need for emailing large files back and forth and trying to keep track of who has the most recent version, whether it's V2 or V22.
Brittany and I are headed out to do a photo shoot for our new blonde biodegradable hair ties. On my way down though, I found this little funny doggy. Why are you so flat? Hey, where are you going? Oh, I better not forget to take the photos. Britt blew a bubble ring and she's swimming up through it, and I'm coming in for the close-up of the hair ties. Now I'm gonna do this big revolve around her, and this is my point of view, but wait till you see the perspective of the other camera. Stay focused on the hair ties, gentlemen. Alright, that one turned out really good. Let's see what else we can do. The water was so glassy that Britt was trying to do this reflection pose, and I think I messed up because I kind of couldn't see the reflection until she was going up to the surface. Oh well. Okay, that's all the stuff we saw. Bye. Brittany and I are headed out to do a photo shoot for our new...
They're doing several. Well, it took one. Absolutely bossed it. It's taken two. Get out. Is that the six-man team then?
That may well be a six-man team, yeah.
They were up here for like a Zaya.
Yeah, they were above Zaya in the top part of
I've
Zaya.
got an advanced UAV.
Okay.
I will extract my vengeance in this life or the next. Oh, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. They're literally heading over
No, they're
right
in
now.
the chopper, they're in the chopper.
Okay, get under,
Yeah,
get under.
They're dropping out like flies, look.
Oh no. They're landing literally on top of us, on top of us right now. Yeah, I was gonna shoot him. Yeah, I was shooting them. It's a 4 or 5 man team. One on your right. It's a 4 or 5 Asian man team. Yeah,
nah, that's fine. There's nothing we can do about that, dude. There's nothing we can do about that.
It's a 5 man team.
Yeah, so it's a pre-made 5-man team.
So that's the second time that's happened today.
Be careful with my head. We're doing a banging head transition. This one's gonna be fun, okay? I'm not even kidding. I can't stop laughing, alright? Be really careful. Be really, 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 really careful.
Yeah.
Oh, are you crazy? Oh, and the camera moved. We have to do it again. Oh, got it. That was a good take. Okay, we're gonna switch outfits.
We're switching outfits?
Let's switch outfits. Everybody, we're back. Hold on. You can't be like this. You can't be this sexy, okay?
We're still gonna get flagged.
I can't talk. Yeah, we are done. I'm proud of you. Welcome to my transition world. Hold on. Result coming soon. Yeah.
Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260. Hot, little boards. 240. 230. Come on down, bitch. 210. 200. Real good speed. Shit. Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it. Jesus. Oh, shit. Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevons up. And we're 110. Let's get on to max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good. God, Gardo screwed it up. Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260. Hot, little boards. 240. 230. Come on down, bitch. 210. 200. Real good speed. Shit. Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it. Jesus. Oh, shit. Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevons up. And we're 110. Let's get on to max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good. God, Gardo screwed it up. Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260. Hot, little boards. 240. 230. Come on down, bitch. 210. 200. Real good speed. Shit. Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it. Jesus. Oh, shit. Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevons up. And we're 110. Let's get on to max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good. God, Gardo screwed it up. Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260. Hot, little boards. 240. 230. Come on down, bitch. 210. 200. Real good speed. Shit. Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it. Jesus. Oh, shit. Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevons up. And we're 110. Let's get on to max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good. God, Gardo screwed it up. Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260.
Hot, little boards.
240. 230.
Come on down, bitch.
210. 200. Real good speed.
Ah, shit.
Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it.
Jesus. Oh, shit.
Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260.
Hot, little boards.
240. 230.
Come on down, bitch.
210. 200. Real good speed.
Ah, shit.
Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it.
Jesus. Oh, shit.
Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevons up. And our 110. Let's get on the max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good.
God,
Brake.
Gardo screwed it up.
Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260.
Hot, little boards.
240. 230.
Come on down, bitch.
210. 200. Real good speed.
Ah, shit.
Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it.
Jesus. Oh, shit.
Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevons up. And our 110. Let's get on the max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good.
God,
Brake.
Gardo screwed it up.
Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260.
Hot, little boards.
240. 230.
Come on down, bitch.
210. 200. Real good speed.
Ah, shit.
Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it.
Jesus. Oh, shit.
Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevons up. And our 110. Let's get on the max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good.
God,
Brake.
Gardo screwed it up.
Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260.
Hot, little boards.
240. 230.
Come on down, bitch.
210. 200. Real good speed.
Ah, shit.
Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it.
Jesus. Oh, shit.
Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevons up. And our 110. Let's get on the max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good.
God,
Brake.
Gardo screwed it up.
Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260.
Hot, little boards.
240. 230.
Come on down, bitch.
210. 200. Real good speed.
Ah, shit.
Okay, we're back. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it.
Jesus. Oh, shit.
Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130, get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevon's up. And we're 110. Let's get on to max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50, ease them off. Good.
God,
Brake.
gotta scoot it up.
Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay, 280. Okay, gear is down. 260.
Hot little boards.
240. 230.
Come on down, bitch.
210. 200. Real good speed.
Shit.
Okay, we're back. Okay. Watch it. Let the stick go. Hold it.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Clear down. Speed brakes out. We're 130. Get the nose on. Okay, we're in direct. Elevon's up. And we're 110. Let's get on to max brake as soon as you can. Okay, we're 70 knots. 60. 50. Ease them off. Good.
God,
Brake.
gotta scoot it up.
Well, let's just get it stopped here. Don't worry about it. 40 knots. Keep on the brake. Okay.
The piranha has a large, opportunistic diet that includes small mammals. While I'm not a fan of feeding live, nor anything glorified on this channel, I did want to know.
A man walked into a supermarket and asked to buy half a lettuce.
Okay.
The boy working there said they only sold whole heads, but the man insisted he asks his manager. In the back room, the boy began, "Some ass wants to buy a half a head of lettuce." As he finished, he realized the man was behind him, so he swiftly added, "And this gentleman offered to buy the other half." The manager approved, and the man left satisfied. Later the manager told the boy, "I was impressed with the way you got yourself out of that situation earlier. We like people who think on their feet here." "Where are you from, son?" "Canada, sir." The boy replied, "Well, why did you leave Canada?" The boy said, "Sir, there's nothing but and hockey players up there." "Really?" said the manager. "My wife is from Canada." The boy replied, "No way? Who did she play for?"
It's not gonna work 2 times, buddy. Rip Jojo.
A man
They think this thing isn't collecting anything that Google Earth hasn't collected yet. And when I saw that in the comments, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go over some of the capabilities that could have been on there.
For sure. Okay, so if you look at pictures of the first balloon, it was a box. Some say it was a size.
If you look at the surface of the moon, for example, it's covered in craters. And that was because they all seem to hit about the same time. And it's about 3.8 billion years ago or so. And that's called the late heavy bombardment. So we know that if you look at cratering rates on Mars and on the moon, it all seemed to happen in this, not all, but a big peak around that time. And that seems to be correlated with Neptune moving outwards in the solar system and into the Kuiper Belt, basically, or towards the Kuiper Belt, and causing all sorts of havoc, and everything comes into the inner solar system. So those things happen. But it didn't happen when life was established on the Earth. If you look at the surface of the moon, for example, it's covered in craters.
If you thought your parents' route to the school was tough, this video will change your mind. This is a Ukrainian IFV that is moving forward through the wastelands on the outskirts of Bakhmut. Reports are saying that these muddy roads are the only available roads right now in that area, since all the other roads and bridges were destroyed by Ukrainians themselves to stop the Russian advance. The roads of Bakhmut, known as Hell Roads, are considered the most dangerous points for the moment, because not only are these roads easy to get stuck in, but even the enemy knows that every time someone is passing through these roads, since there are no other ways available. If you thought your parents' route to the
What is the reason for placing an explosive device inside the engine and activating it in order to initiate the engine of this atomic bomber? Let's find out. The B-52 bomber needs about an hour of preparation, including safety checks to get airborne. However, the Air Force also invented the cart start method in case the hulking bombers needed to get on the move. Ground crews insert small explosive charges into 2 of the 8 engines. The explosion gets the engines going. B-52 using cart start could be ready to take off in less than 10 minutes.
Guys, why is it like this? Why have they done this?
That doesn't seem like a good spawn.
No. Yeah.
What's our plan then? What are we going to do?
Shoot these guys until they die?
There's a chopper going up there.
What?
on the green at 17, playing alongside Jordan Spieth. Lee Hodges, his par putt, and
Don't be shy, girl, go bonanza. Shake your body like a belly dancer.
You've likely heard that the largest mountain in the entire solar system is Olympus Mons, located on Mars. But have you ever seen the size comparison to the largest mountains here on Earth? Do you even realize how gigantic Olympus Mons really is? Olympus Mons is 25 kilometers or 16 miles tall and 600 kilometers or 374 miles wide. To give context to that, the area of this mountain is about the size of Arizona and twice.
So this species is the southern yellowjacket, also known as Vespula squamosa, and is by far one of the most aggressive yellowjacket species that I deal with here in PA. They are absolutely relentless when they're attacking something to defend their colony. And with them being a subterranean yellowjacket species, no one knows they're there until they stumble upon the nest. Well, yellowjackets can't distinguish the difference between a threat and a non-threat, so everyone is treated like a threat. So with this particular client, they had dogs, and the dogs were running around the yard here and got attacked and stung, and I believe the homeowner got stung herself, so the yellowjackets had to go. Anytime that I'm dealing with a subterranean yellowjacket species, I try to get as much of the swarm out of the nest at the same time as possible right through the entranceway. So I set the nozzle kind of off to the side, so as the yellowjackets are coming out, they think it's safe, and they're thinking to attack. So they fly. The second they become airborne, they get sucked up right into the nozzle. So this species is the southern yellowjacket.
Don't drip it in the milk. Spicy. It's just a bummer is all it is. Oh, dude, it's floated on the top. It's not bad. Oh, there's quite a bit. Oh, awful. It's the Oreo limeade. Oh, it's probably pretty good. What is the unique combination of flavors? My least favorite thing in the entire world. I'm not. It goes on hot dogs. No, all of it. Eat it! Eat it all! Like that! Like that!
Why would the US military drop a weapon and then recover it mid-air? That's because this is not a missile. The X-61 Gremlins is an unmanned aerial vehicle, but what's cool is that it can be airdropped to perform a mission, whether it's reconnaissance or bombardment, and later be recovered in flight. The recovery operation resembles aerial refueling, where a long probe hangs behind the mothership as the UAV slowly approaches and then hooks in. The next step is to twist the wings 90 degrees in preparation to pull up the UAV, and once close to the cargo door, a mechanical arm grabs it and pulls it into the airplane. An operator in the mothership or on the ground can control up to 8 Gremlins at a time, and I gotta say, this aerial recovery process has come a long way from the World War II XF-85 Goblin, which would also get dropped from a mothership and was then recovered, although sometimes it would take more than just a try or two. Why would the US military drop a weapon?
If you smack two heavy metal balls together, the energy of their collision will be focused at such a small point, enough heat can be produced to literally burn a hole through paper. Try this at home. It smells like smoke, but let's make it even hotter. First, I'll need to rust up one of these balls. A bowl of water should do the trick. 10 days later, that's a rusty meatball. We'll wrap the other ball in aluminum foil, turn down the lights, put on some ear and eye protection, and start whacking until this happens. Did you see that? That is molten slag at more than 4,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that didn't happen because I'm so strong, even though I am. It happened because the colliding balls produced the ignition temperature needed for a thermite reaction. The aluminum reduced the iron oxide, the rust on the ball, to form aluminum oxide, elemental iron, and much more heat than I put in. Now that's what I call exothermic redox.
What's up, gentlemen? Why do we need to do this?
No way, it's Stone Mountain, bro. I can't move. Stone, can you hear me? Stone Mountain, bro. I wish to speak to the YouTuber Stone Mountain.
Speak to me from the grave.
I'm gonna go dislike all his videos right now, man.
Oh, we don't need that. I'm out here trying to do a mission.
Because I'm a fan.
I just beat you with a basic gun. And
why the Formula 1 engine is called power unit? Because in the Formula 1 race car there is not one engine, but three. The first one is a petrol V6 engine, 1600cc. There is a second electric engine connected to the turbo, which is called MGUH, and this engine is used to accelerate the turbo and reduce the turbo lag, or it's used to slow down the turbo and generate electricity to recharge the battery. And then we have a third electric engine directly connected to the crankshaft, which is called MGUK. This engine is used to provide more power when the driver accelerates, or to generate electricity when the driver brakes. And back to the petrol engine, do you know how many horsepowers it has? 837. How is it possible that a 1600cc generates 800 horsepowers? I uploaded a video in my YouTube channel where you find the answer. Why the Formula 1 engine?
Did you know in the filming of the movie Dunkirk, a pivotal scene involved the Spitfire crashing into the English Channel with an IMAX camera fixed inside the cockpit to capture Collins attempting to escape? Unfortunately, the plane with the camera sank faster than expected, and the retrieval process took longer than anticipated. As a result, the IMAX camera housing filled with water, putting the costly camera and the footage at risk of being ruined. To salvage the situation, cinematographer Hoyte van Hoytema relied on an age-old film preservation method of keeping the film wet, and sent it for processing to Los Angeles before it could dry out. Ultimately, the footage from the scene was successfully incorporated into the final version of the movie. Did you know in the filming of the movie Dunkirk, a pivotal scene involved the Spitfire crashing into the English Channel with an IMAX camera fixed inside the cockpit to capture Collins?
What's the most common mistake you see made by otherwise law-abiding carriers? The single mistake I see is this. The incident itself, they handle absolutely correctly. They see the danger, they draw their gun. The bad guy suddenly realizes, oh crap, I am about to experience a sudden and acute failure of the victim selection process and I could die from this. I'm leaving now. And if you study DGUs, defensive gun usages by private citizens, that is the single most common pattern. It ends with no shots fired, no blood spilled, and no mistake made yet. But then the citizen holsters the pistol and goes, phew, and does not call in. I've got to tell you, be the victim, because victim and suspect are the only two roles open in the play. Whoever makes that first call in gets to be the good guy, the victim complainant. What's the most common mistake you see?
going to try pouring some liquid nitrogen over the poles of this strong magnet to see what happens. Well, that doesn't look like a whole lot happening, except for maybe the magnet getting cold. Well, let's try doing the same thing with some liquid oxygen. Hey, check it out. The liquid oxygen sticks to the magnet. And it looks like it has a slate blue color, too. Interestingly, some medical sensors make use of the magnetic properties of oxygen to test for its presence in blood. I'm going to try pouring some liquid nitrogen over...
Today we're landing a 747, but not on any ordinary runway. It's a 1,000-foot runway that's essentially just a steep hill. Before we land, we have to take off. So we're going to do a static takeoff here to get as much speed as possible. Here we go. There's 80 knots, 90 knots. This might actually work. We are brushing the tops of the trees, but that hill definitely helped us, and we somehow did it. And now it's time to attempt a landing. Again, this is only a 1,000-foot runway, so let's see if that slope can help us enough. Here we go. This is gonna be rough. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's way too rough. And now attempt number 2. Let's see if we can make this one a little smoother. Ooh! Okay, final try here. And if you guys...
The theory is, if you take your distance of the target and subtract the first number by 2, that will give you your dope needed in mils. If we had a target at 500 yards, we'd subtract 2 from that front number, meaning that I would need 3 mils of elevation to hit a target at 500 yards. See if this works. First round hit, using the Creedmoor hack, so it works. The theory is, if you take your distance of the target and subtract the first number by 2, that will give you your dope needed in mils. If we had a target at 500 yards, we'd subtract 2 from that front number, meaning that I would need 3 mils of elevation to hit a target at 500 yards. See if this works. First round hit, using the Creedmoor hack, so it works. The theory is, if you take your distance of the target and...
People say, I don't want weapons in space. Okay.
Hey Lydia, what's squishy, bouncy and comes in pairs?
You already know the answer to this question. Stop making everything so inappropriate, chat. We both know.
It's 2 bunnies.
That.
Hey Lydia, what's squishy, bouncy and comes in pairs?
Oh, I'm sniped! I'm sniped!
Okay, I saved the chopper.
Oh, no.
He's on the radio
he was in the tower.
You know what'd be really cheeky? What if I land the chopper and get the snipe kill from the chopper?
You could. They were all 3 split. He was up in the tower overwatching. Yeah.
Oh, he's still up there.
Yeah.
Broke.
Yeah.
Stay up there for me, buddy. Don't you move. Oh, am I aiming too high, maybe? I'm just worried somebody's gonna push me here. Is that not him?
Yeah, that's him.
Wait, what if it's the intel? Oh, it is him.
No,
What the heck?
That's him.
There we go. Steady. Oh my god. Is he behind something that I can, like, that's... There we go.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Come on.
Yes!
Jesus. Okay, so that's the mission.
Complete! Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
Oh, I'm sniped!
Okay, I saved the chopper.
Oh, no.
He's on the radio
He was in
tower.
the tower.
You know what'd be really cheeky? What if I land the chopper and get the snipe kill from the chopper?
You could.
It's
They were all
possible.
three split. He was up in the
Yeah, I
tower
saw.
overwatching. Yeah.
Oh, he's still up there.
Yeah.
Broke.
Yeah.
Stay up there for me, buddy. Don't you move. Oh, am I aiming too high, maybe? I'm just worried somebody's going to push me here. Is that not him?
Yeah, that's him.
Wait, what if it's the intel? Oh, it is him.
No,
What the heck?
That's him.
There we go. Steady. Oh my god. Is he behind something that I can, like, that's... There we go.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Come on.
Yes!
Jesus.
The US gave Ukraine one of its top secret weapons. And we know this because Russia is finding the remains of the ADM-160B decoy missile, which is an American decoy that can appear on radar as any kind of aircraft from fighter jets to bombers to UAVs, giving it the ability to completely distract enemy air defense, leaving the airspace uncontested. It flies autonomously, it can generate additional decoy targets in the air, jam enemy radar, and is very hard to shoot down. This is likely how Ukraine's taken out massive amounts of Russian air defenses this week. Follow to stay in the loop. The US gave Ukraine one of its top secret weapons. And we know this because Russia is finding the remains of the ADM-160B decoy missile, which is an American decoy that can appear on radar as any kind of aircraft from fighter jets to bombers to UAVs, giving it the ability to completely distract enemy air defense, leaving the airspace uncontested. It flies autonomously, it can generate additional decoy targets in the air, jam enemy radar, and is very hard to shoot down. This is likely how Ukraine's taken out massive amounts of Russian air defenses this week. Follow to stay in the loop. The US gave Ukraine one of its top secret weapons. And we know this because Russia is finding the remains of the ADM-160B decoy missile, which is an American decoy that can appear on radar as any kind of aircraft from fighter jets to bombers to UAVs, giving it the ability to completely distract enemy air defense, leaving the airspace uncontested. It flies autonomously, it can generate additional decoy targets in the air, jam enemy radar, and is very hard to shoot down. This is likely how Ukraine's taken out massive amounts of Russian air defenses this week. Follow to stay in the loop. The US gave Ukraine one of its top secret weapons. And we know this because Russia is finding the remains of the ADM-160B decoy missile, which is an American decoy that can appear on radar as any kind of aircraft from fighter jets to bombers to UAVs, giving it the ability to completely distract enemy air defense, leaving the airspace uncontested. It flies autonomously, it can generate additional decoy targets in the air, jam enemy radar, and is very hard to shoot down. This is likely how Ukraine's taken out massive amounts of Russian air defenses this week. Follow to stay in the loop. The US gave Ukraine one of its top secret weapons. And we know this because Russia is finding the remains of the ADM-160B decoy missile, which is an American decoy that can appear on radar as any kind of aircraft from fighter jets to bombers to UAVs, giving it the ability to completely distract enemy air defense, leaving the airspace uncontested. It flies autonomously, it can generate additional decoy targets in the air, jam enemy radar, and is very hard to shoot down. This is likely how Ukraine's taken out massive amounts of Russian air defenses this week. Follow to stay in the loop. The US gave Ukraine one of its top secret weapons. And we know this because Russia is finding the remains of the ADM-160B decoy.
Well, I told you guys it was coming.
And the katana is actually a beautiful sword and does what it's meant to do really well. It's just not the best sword in the world. Just like any sword is not.
Eagle Eye Armory here, and this is how to load the Tavor TS12 shotgun.
I sat my camera within 10-15 feet away, and bam, they just started going after my...
Oh, here it is, the cash register. Boom! Wow, that is actually like not what I needed at all. Oh, here it is, the cash register. Boom! Wow, that is actually like not what I needed at all. Oh, here it is, the cash register. Boom! Wow, that is actually like not what I needed at all. Oh, here it is, the cash register. Boom! Wow, that is actually like not what I needed at all. Oh, here it is, the cash register. Boom! Wow, that is actually like not what I needed at all. Oh, here it is, the cash register. Boom! Wow, that is actually like not what I needed at all. Oh, here it is, the cash register.
Recently, we had a video of Ukraine using a very rare new weapon system, or actually, it's a kit. The Ukrainian 37th Marine Brigade shot an APKWS, Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System. It's a system that uses Hydra 70 dumb rockets that are converted into extremely precise weapons. It's a laser-guided weapon. And in this video we see this rocket hitting some trenches, very accurate, but then hitting a Russian observing post. It's like a camera system on a metal pole. Up there is like this camera system that they can observe the area with. And usually when you attack such small targets, you attack the ground beneath them, which knocks it out. But no, not this time. This rocket hit it straight in the center. That means we're talking about 20-30 centimeters of accuracy to a few kilometers. That is an insanely extreme accurate weapon. Recently, we had a video of Ukraine using a very rare...
A routine scan of the rover's wheels on Sol 469 shows unexpectedly heavy damage. According to Jim Erickson, Curiosity project manager, we always expected we would get some holes in the wheels as we drove. It's just...
Check out this indicator here. If I put a bit of wrap over this, you can see almost as clear as day the Ford logo on there. Now you're not...
There's a scene in the movie Battleship where the captain orders the ship to drop the anchor on one side to quickly turn the ship around. This maneuver is called club hauling, and it's a real technique used by ships in emergencies or combat situations. Club hauling was mostly used on older sailing ships that were much smaller and easier to steer. The maneuver...
Can you draw this without ever...
The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 km per hour on-road and 40 km per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 km and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 km per hour on-road and 40 km per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 km and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This tank is equipped with a 120mm L30 Charm rifle cannon, unlike all other MBTs that use smoothbore guns, as well as an L94A1 X34 7.62mm chain gun and a 7.62mm L37A2 machine gun. With the Perkins Condor CV-12 engine, this tank can reach a top speed of 59 kilometers per hour on-road and 40 kilometers per hour off-road, and can carry 4,200 rounds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition. This tank has a maximum aimed range of over 5 kilometers and currently holds the worldwide record for the longest tank-to-tank kill. The British Challenger 2. This
British Challenger 2 main battle tanks could be heading to Ukraine to help its forces in their defense. It would mean Russia would be fighting an undefeated platform. Not once has the Challenger 2 been destroyed at the hands of an enemy. The tank has a glistening service record in Bosnia, Kosovo and Iraq. It's unclear how many the UK might send if it chooses to do so. 148 Challenger 2s are currently being upgraded to Challenger 3s, with the remaining 79 vehicles from the fleet set for retirement. Training on UK Challenger 2 tanks for Ukrainian soldiers is continuing at pace in the southwest of England, after the UK committed to provide 14 vehicles and accompanying ammunition to support Ukraine's defense. Defense Secretary Ben Wallace visited the training site today to meet the UK trainers and Ukrainian soldiers. Lasting for several weeks, the program sees experienced Ukrainian soldiers learn how to effectively operate the tanks in combat conditions. Defense Secretary Ben Wallace said, "It is hugely inspiring to come and witness Ukrainian soldiers being trained on British Challenger 2 tanks. Their resilience and determination to succeed for the liberation of their country sends a powerful message to Russia. Ukrainians will continue to fight, and the UK, alongside our allies, will not falter. We will continue to provide the capability."
Questions. 3 ways to solve
abilities needed to support Ukraine for as long as it takes. President Putin's speech yesterday demonstrated just how dangerous to our security Russia has become. The Challenger 2 main battle tank was developed as a private venture to replace the previous Chieftain MBT in service with British Army. It is a further development of the Challenger MBT. The new main battle tank is significantly more capable than its predecessor. It entered service with the British Army in 1994. Currently the Challenger 2 is in service with United Kingdom, 386, and Oman, 38. Recently a couple of proposed modernization programs for the Challenger 2 tanks were proposed. However, due to budget cuts, British Army could completely retire its Challenger 2 fleet in the near future. It is one of the most protected tanks in the world. This main battle tank provides a very high level of protection against direct fire weapons. The Challenger 2 uses Chobham composite armor of second generation. It is lighter than the original Chobham, but offers better protection. Tank's turret was redesigned. Explosive reactive armor kit can be fitted for improved protection. The Challenger 2 is fitted with NBC protection and automatic fire suppression systems. This MBT can also be fitted with VIRSSS, visual and infrared smoke screening system. The tank is fitted with a new L30E4 120mm rifle gun. It is capable of firing a wide variety of standard NATO 120mm tank munitions. This gun is loaded manually. The effective range of fire with armor-piercing round is over 3,000 meters. The Challenger gun claims the longest distance tank kill in history. During the Gulf War, it defeated an Iraqi tank at a range of 4 kilometers. Secondary armament consists of two 7.62mm machine guns. One of them is coaxially mounted with the main gun, while the other is placed on top of the roof. Challenger 2 is fitted with a new fire control system. Some of its components are similar to the US M1A1 Abrams and French Leclerc MBTs. Its fire control system has a high hit probability against stationary and moving targets. This main battle tank has a battle management system similar to that used on the M1A1 Abrams. Furthermore, British tanks can interchange information with US tanks. Vehicle has a crew of 4, including commander, gun, loader and driver. The Challenger 2 is powered by a Perkins CV12 TCA turbocharged diesel engine, similar to that on the Challenger 1. This engine develops 200 horsepower. Though comparable Western MBTs, the M182 Abrams and Leopard 2 A5 have more powerful engines, developing 1500 horsepower. The Challenger is famous for its mechanical reliability. Suspension has been improved, particularly a hydraulic track pre-tensioner was added. The Challenger used a hydropneumatic suspension instead of the previous Horstman-type suspension of the Challenger 1. Despite an increase in weight, the Challenger 2 has similar cross-country performance to the previous vehicle. Additional fuel tanks can be mounted at the rear of the hull for extended operational range. It can also be fitted with a dozer blade. It is worth mentioning that all Challenger 1 MBTs can be upgraded to the Challenger 2 standard. Challenger 3 main battle tank was first unveiled in 2021. It is based on the modified hull of the Challenger 2. The tank is fitted with new turret and is armed with a new 120mm smoothbore gun. Engine and suspension were upgraded. The new smoothbore gun can use the most advanced globally available ammunition. Protection has been improved. Overall, the upgraded Challenger 3 is deadlier and better protected than the Challenger 2. A contract was signed to produce 148 of these new MBTs for the British Army. Initial operating capability is expected by 2027, and full operating capability is expected by 2030. This will allow to extend service lives of the Challenger 2 hulls up until 2040 and beyond.
We are diving into the best of our militaries. This is going to be a military training comparison between the British SAS soldiers and the United States Navy SEALs. Both very specialized, both top of their game in the military, and I have heard throughout my whole life some crazy, wild, outlandish, but true stories about both of these, the British SAS and the Navy SEALs. Incredible what they do, incredible what they go through to become SAS or a SEAL. Let's see a comparison. This is a couple years old now. This is by the infographic show, so we'll see how detailed it is. And let's just sit back and enjoy. Let's see if our bodies could have done this. Could you have done this back in the day?
The British Army Special Air Force, aka...
Oh, and that was a top comment right there that they actually made. They're doing multiple videos at once, and they meant Special Air Service, SAS, not Special Air Force, so they corrected that. Thank goodness.
SAS began operations in 1941 during the Second World War. The reason for having such a specialized set of soldiers was to get behind enemy lines and attack them from within, or at least destroy what they could while gaining intelligence. It still takes part in operations that involve the United Kingdom, but as it's very much a covert special forces unit, much of what the SAS does is a secret. The Navy SEALs, Sea, Air, and Land Team, was formed much later when President John F. Kennedy established them in 1962 as a clandestine unit which, like the SAS, would take on special missions much of the time in very hostile environments. They also act under a veil of secrecy and are sometimes referred to as America's Secret Warriors. If both these units are so secretive, then how does one get a job with them? Well, with the SAS, there is a small problem to begin with if you are a mere civilian. They won't allow you to apply. So to start with, you must already be in the British Armed Forces or be a soldier in the British Commonwealth. Another way to get in is to join the SAS Reserves, and they do accept civilians. As long as you've passed the reserve training and worked with them at least 18 months, you can apply to work in the SAS proper. To apply for the SAS, you should be between 18 and 32 years of age and be in amazing physical and mental shape.
I could still make it. I could still do it, although I'm not a British citizen or in the Commonwealth. But once upon a time,
you're required to do at least a 3-year stretch. Women can apply, but have so far been excluded from most combat movements. To apply, you must accept that you know the harsh demands expected of you, people have died during training, and that means signing an Army General Administrative Instruction form. You're basically acknowledging you are willing to go through hell. Next comes the medical, the battle fitness test, which will mean running fully kitted or squatted for 1.5 miles in 15 minutes. Apparently 10% of applicants don't even make it past this point. That pace for even an average person in running shoes and shorts isn't too bad. Now you start your real training.
The 1.5 miles, not that bad, especially when you're that age. But add on how much weight fully kitted. I've heard US soldiers having somewhere up to 60 pounds, maybe more, maybe a little bit less on them at the same time. That would be, you definitely have to train for that one. Even though it's just 1.5 miles, that would suck.
To join the Navy SEALs, you need to be a natural-born or naturalized American between the ages of 18 and 28, although at 17 you can join if your parents say it's okay. If you want to become an officer, you can be up to the age of 33. The first woman ever started the training in 2017, but dropped out soon after. You'll need to have a clean record, and many background checks will be done. You'll then undergo physical and mental tests, including an eye test to make sure you have under 20/70 vision. As for what shape you must be in, well, you are going to go through hell with the SEALs, so they suggest you follow their Navy Special Warfare Physical Training Guide. This includes lots of long and short swims and runs, lots of interval training, as well as other workouts. As for other strength training, their gym workouts basically tell you you'll have to be as strong as a bull as well as have all the cardio attributes. You'll be screened before you can start training, and that will mean you must show that you can run 1.5 miles in 11 minutes, but not squatted. This also comes after a 500-yard swim in 12.5 minutes, 42 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 6 pull-ups, all with a short rest in between. Once you actually start training with the SAS, the first phase lasts 4 weeks. This will test your endurance and ability to navigate through the wilderness, that being a harsh mountain range in Wales. In 2015, a young recruit died during this exercise just half a kilometer from the end. He died at the part nicknamed VW Valley, standing for Voluntary Withdrawal Valley. 2 other soldiers died that day too, leading to an inquest into the treatment of soldiers.
Oh my god. That's crazy. I didn't even know that Wales had such dangerous mountains. I'm assuming during the winter time, and it was just really, really not good conditions there. But that's something, I've never been to Wales, so it's something new that I learned.
Some of the activities in the mountains included a 15-mile hike to start with. Those that can get through that then have to do a 40-mile hike carrying a 55-pound backpack, a rifle,
man.
plus their food and water. They are not allowed to use any established trails, but they do have a map and a compass. After that, they can rest a bit and start the weapons training phase, as well as do parachute training. After that, there is 6 weeks of jungle training, usually in the rainforests of Belize, Borneo, or Brunei.
Awesome.
The last phase is called escape and evasion, which will mean being forced into some horrible survival scenarios, as well as learning how to handle being interrogated. This will include humiliations and other psychological harassment, as well as being blindfolded, deprived of sleep, given nothing to eat or drink, being put in stress positions, imprisoned in a small cage, and having to listen to loud noises all the time. SAS tough guy turned novelist said physical injuries finish a lot of people off during training, but you need a lot of strength of will to get through the psychological stuff. In 2016, the Washington Times reported that one Navy SEAL died in 3
This is
out
a
of the
strong
last
repair
4 training
tape.
classes. One was a
Cut
drowning,
off as
another
much as
a
you use.
suicide, and
Super
another
strong
a car
adhesive
crash after
force,
drinking
super
heavily.
sticky.
The post states that the 6-month
It can be
training will
bonded to
include
any
a 7-day
material
stretch of
and
little
can be
sleep,
used even if the
self-induced
tarpaulin
hypothermia,
is scratched
and brutal
or
physical
damaged.
conditioning known as hell
It has
week.
super
It's hell week
waterproof
where most
performance.
recruits drop out. The training
It can
in
stick
Colorado
what
starts
ordinary
with 5
tape
weeks
can't
of
stick.
pre-training in class. Get through
Very
that
practical.
and you enter the realm of pain and indignity. The Navy SEALs website doesn't go into specifics, but states that you'll be tested to your limits of fatigue. This will include running through sand, swimming in oceans, sometimes in the middle of the night with your clothes on, rappelling down cliffs or buildings at
Operations
speed,
by
enduring
Kiev's
cold and
forces
heat,
west
getting
and
lost and
southwest
finding
of the
ways out,
Donetsk
combat
town,
training,
near
long-distance
Kromov and Bila
underwater
Hora,
dives,
on
weapons
May
and
9th and
explosives
10.
training,
Operations
mission
by
planning,
Kiev's
tactics
forces
training,
west and
more.
southwest
Hell
of the
week seems to be the
Donetsk
worst
town,
part. One
near
soldier
Kromov
described
and
it as being
Bila Hora,
designed to put
on
you
May
through
9th and
24/7
10.
days of no rest and continual harassment.
I've seen clips of this, videos about how they go through SAS training, and the things they do there that I've seen that they actually show. You definitely need to be a certain type of person to get through it, and I'm sure I haven't watched much of SAS.
Ukrainian sources said its forces had destroyed the 6th and 8th companies of the 72nd Motorized Rifle Brigade of the 3rd Army Corps near Bakhmut and advanced 1.6 miles along a 1.9 miles front line.
The mental game is so powerful.
Ukraine's 3rd
Already,
Assault
I'm
Brigade
shivering
posted a
thinking
video
of
on
these
social
things. They're
media
way up in the
purportedly
mountains,
showing
just
combat
swimming
with
and
Russia's
drowning yourself,
72nd
getting
Brigade.
hypothermia,
The clip seemingly shows Russian soldiers running from armored
no joke.
vehicles.
I had 2 friends that wanted to become SEALs. Neither did, of course. Probably the same for someone that wanted to become an SAS soldier.
From his class of 300, only 19 completed the training. In all,
Russian
it will
soldiers
last
running
5.5
from
days, and
combat
you'll
with
almost
Russia's
continuously be pushed
72nd
to your
Brigade.
limits. You are allowed no more than about 4 hours sleep during the entire training. You'll also have to deal with integration in what's called the survival, evasion, resistance, and
The
escape
clip
phase.
seemingly
Former
shows
SEAL
Russian
Brandon Webb
soldiers
said it
running from
involves
armored
sacks over your
vehicles.
head, being beaten with sticks, and humiliation. It's here, he said, that some people lose their minds. At least after that, you get some classroom time. For 7 weeks, you'll also have a land warfare phase, as well as parachute training. If you pass it all, you'll be given the Navy SEAL Trident, but then have to do advanced training. This will include sniper, communications,
Andriy Beletsky, the founder of Ukraine's Azov Regiment, said on Wednesday that the Russian Brigade's 6th and 8th companies were completely destroyed in a video posted to Telegram without providing evidence. Ukrainian servicemen fly a drone at a front line near the town of Bakhmut, Donetsk region on May 8, 2023. Ukrainian forces made advances around Bakhmut on May 9 and May 10, 2023, according to the Institute for the Study of War.
According to the Navy SEALs website, your regular SEAL on land will carry such things as the Colt automatic rifle 15, the M60 machine gun, M203 grenade launchers, a shotgun, an SASR 50 caliber sniper rifle, an M107 anti-material rifle, a Beretta M9 handgun.
A day earlier, Wagner Group founder Yevgeny Prigozhin, whose mercenaries are spearheading Moscow's efforts in the town, said Russia's 72nd Brigade had abandoned a strategic bridgehead in Bakhmut, exposing a 1.25-mile section of the front. The latest video of the Ukrainian counterattack was tweeted by social media user Dan, who tracks military vehicle losses, and noted that the footage showed Kiev's forces trolling Prigozhin with a tank-going bunker crushing.
I've seen a lot of, just like the Navy SEALs, a lot of SAS raids in situations with hostages around the world. Hats off really to all of these specialized units but any stories about the SAS would be great, or if you've known someone to do it or some of their
The
trainings.
ISW said that attritional assaults around Bakhmut and pervasive issues with Russian combat capability
But until that
make
time,
Russian
thanks for
forces
watching.
vulnerable
I'll
to
see you in the
localized
next
Ukrainian
video. Maybe I can
attacks.
find some about the SAS
Despite the
page
counterattacks,
somewhere around the
Wagner
world.
Group
But,
continued
yeah, I'll see you
offensive
then. Have a
operations
good
as
rest of your day.
Prigozhin continues to
Good training.
complain his men have not
Or not,
received the
bye-bye.
requested ammunition. Offensive operations as Prigozhin, Bakhmut, and pervasive issues with Russian combat capability make Russian forces vulnerable to localized Ukrainian attacks. Despite the counterattacks, Wagner Group continued offensive operations as Prigozhin continues to complain his men have not received the requested ammunition. In a Telegram post on Thursday, he said that his troops were continuing to move towards buildings on Bakhmut's western outskirts. Prigozhin had previously given a cryptic response to speculation over who he was referring to during an expletive-filled video in which he took aim at the Russian military establishment and a grandfather, an insult believed to be directed at Vladimir Putin. But Prigozhin said on Wednesday that grandfather could have been former Deputy Defense Minister. Prigozhin's outbursts appear to be testing the patience of those he is criticizing, according to independent news outlet Meduza. Kremlin sources told the outlet that Russian officials view Prigozhin's statements about the Russian Defense Ministry as a serious threat. One source said the Wagner chief is acting not as part of the same team and not out of the same interests as Moscow. Dmitry Rogozin, the former head of Russia's space agency, called for President Vladimir Putin to declare a general mobilization, saying that Russia has a shortage of personnel in the war in Ukraine. We must bear in mind that the enemy is stronger than us. That's why we need a mobilization. Rogozin, the former Russian deputy prime minister under Putin and ex-director general of Roscosmos, Russia's space agency, said on local radio station Moscow Speaks on Wednesday.
I was so excited that I got the vintage one. I was like, yes, I did.